let's talk about what books I read in the month of March. I read a total of 13 books, which was 5,102 pages. And I read a series of some paperbacks, some on my Kindle, some that were rereads, some that were first-time reads. I was all over the place this last month. So, as you may remember from my February video, but I have been rereading the Mercy Thompson series by Patricia Briggs. So I read Smoke Bitten of that series and Soul Taken at the start of the month. So Smoke Bitten was 4.25 stars for me, and then Soul Taken was 3.75 stars. And then I needed a little bit of a break from that, so I started doing some rereading and other things. So I read Marked by Kristen and PC Cast. I believe they're mother-daughter pair, I forget. But that was a 4-star read for me. It felt a little dated in ways I kind of didn't expect, having read it when it first came out. But now, reading it now, I'm like, wow. Like, they don't even say, like, let me just text you. They're like, let me send you a text message. And just things like that, where it's like nowadays it would be updated just because of technology and also like what's considered PC and what's not. So that was fun. That was fun. And then I read some new books, the Wild Love series, or the Rose Hill series, which has Wild Love, Wild Eyes, and then Wild Side, which is behind me. These are all 3 by Elsie Silver. I have been reading a bunch of her books this year for the first time, and they were all 5-star reads for me. I love her. And now I need to get on the other series she has, because there's a 3rd series that I haven't read yet by her, so I need to read that one. I also read a book called Big Name Fan. I got this one from Book Siren, which is a way to read ARCs. I got it like a week after it was already published, but still very exciting to get to read through them. And that was a 4-star read for me. And that is by Annie Mayer and Ruthie Knox. And then I read The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins. This was another reread for me. I've been annoyed with the government, so this was something fitting to read, I guess you could say. And that was another 5-star read. And then I finally finished everything that is out of the Mercy Thompson series with Winter Lost. Sadly, this was only 3.5 stars for me. I feel like by the time I got through with it, I was just kind of tired of Mercy Thompson's series because it didn't feel the same as when it started. Obviously, like, there's 14 books out. They've been coming out over a long period of time. But at the same time, I just felt like, I don't know, I just felt like she kind of lost the plot a little bit as to how, like, initially Mercy Thompson was a very badass kind of character, and by the end of it I felt like she was not as badass, and that was just kind of sad to me to see her lose her way. But I don't think it's the last one of the series. I don't know if there's been another one announced yet, but we'll see. I did another reread. I read Bride by Ali Hazelwood, which is somewhere behind me. That one I actually listened to the audiobook for it this time around, and I really liked that. Still a 5-star read for me. I did Iron Widow by Jiran J. Zhao. I probably totally butchered that. I'm sorry. I wanted to read that because Heavenly Tyrant came out, and I hadn't read that one yet, so I wanted to reread Iron Widow before I could read Heavenly Tyrant. Haven't gotten to it yet, but it'll probably happen sometime this month. It's on my list. And that was a 5-star read. I have read it in the past. I actually don't have my current physical copy of it because I have lent it to my sister, and she hasn't given it back yet, which she probably won't until I remind her. But yeah. And then I finished out the month of March by finishing up the Hunger Games series with Catching Fire and Mockingjay. And this was a 4.5 star and a 4.75 star reads for me in the end. I just love how Katniss is, like, so true to herself and, like, recognizing who the enemy is. I love that line. And I also wanted to reread these because of the new book that's out, Sunrise on the Reaping. I haven't read it yet, but having gotten to read these, it got me a little bit more of a reminder of what Haymitch has been through. So I'm excited to read that. It's on my shelf. It will be one of the books I do read in the month of April, hopefully. We'll see. I haven't actually finished any yet, and we're on day 2 of April, so Yeah, so just a reminder, I read 13 books, 5,102 pages for the month of March. Thanks.